Hey everyone, I'm ShakoyahD and welcome to my bubble. This channel is for Black women who are on their self-love journey and are learning to take off their superwoman capes and put themselves first. My bubble is my safe space to express myself while I inspire you to do the same. This is Love the Creative Black Woman, a series where we self-care through crafting and connect on our self-love journeys together. I asked 12 of the superwomen in my life a series of questions, and now I am answering those questions. We are on question number 5. Yep, this is question number 5. This question is, what are your favorite ways to decompress and or self-care? I can answer this one because I think I can actually, because the last one, who child, had me tripping, stumbling. Oh, okay. What are my favorite ways to decompress? I will be completely honest. One of my favorite ways, and this might not sound as relaxing to some people, but one of my favorite ways to decompress is like baking or cooking. But I feel like specifically baking, I do like to cook, but I feel like baking is a lot more relaxing than cooking. I'm not like a professional baker or anything like that, but since I've been gluten-free and plant-based, it's actually given me an opportunity to learn to bake more things because I have to experiment with different flours and different ratios. And I actually am very specific about the things that I eat right now. And I just like to make sure what I'm putting in my body is actually what I believe I'm putting in my body. So like even down to the sugar that I use, I do not use regular sugar. I use date sugar. And part of that is because I found out that most sugar, like white sugar, is not actually vegan. But we'll talk about that in another episode. Also, another thing that I love to do, one of my favorite ways to decompress is to craft. I found this out after college, so probably in that 2019 era. I like crafting. I like clearly painting stuff, doing stuff with glitter. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm like the best at painting or anything like that. My brother paints. I ain't really get that gene. It's not something that I acquired, but I can learn, right? I can sketch just the tints, but I also can't draw a straight line. So, you know, I like to craft. That's why I do the flower pens. That's also why this series is where I craft and connect with you guys and talk to you guys. At some point, I do want to learn how to crochet a sweater. So that journey might take a little while. So y'all might see a bunch of episodes where I'm crocheting and I'm trying to do a sleeve or something like that. That's coming real soon because I already found the videos. I found the videos. I ain't bought the yarn yet. That's coming soon though. So yeah, I really like to craft and try new ways of crafting. I bought these little canvases from like Dollar Tree a long time ago because I was going to use them for something else and never got around to using them. So now whenever I do like a random self-care night, or like a few months ago I just randomly started painting. I have paint too because I bought the canvases, so why not have paint? I got paint. I haven't been using the paint, and my brother, you know, he got fancy paint. So but yeah, I like to craft, and I like crafting because it's also, I think crafting for Crafts by Co, which is my business, it was starting to be a lot. It didn't feel as fun, but just like crafting for me, well, okay, I like crafting for Crafts by Co too, but I think the way that I was doing it, it was making it a little too serious. I wasn't giving myself enough room to explore and try new things, but I think that was partially due to life stuff. But just crafting and trying new things, and then from there, once I figure it out, then I'd be like, let's do this for real. That's why I be doing the flower pens all the time because it's relaxing for me. I do like to sell them because, you know, people like them. But also, yeah, it's just a relaxing thing for me. Okay, so we got baking, we got crafting. What are some of the other ways that I like to self-care? I like to listen to music. I know people don't think that that's like self-care, but for me it is. I realize that a lot of times me listening to music is a way for me to rest. And I'm not like a music blaster. My family be blasting music, but I like to listen to music at lower volumes most of the time. I be blasting music sometimes, but like for the most part, I like to listen to music at a lower volume, but I like to listen to all of the instrumentation and like take in the vocals and like take in the harmonies and everything like that. And that just like completely eases my mind. And I didn't know that till more recently, but that's something that I love to do. And I realized that it helps my mind to stop thinking about a bunch of unnecessary things and just focus on something that I love. And it helps me to get lost in it. So yeah, I enjoy that a lot. I will say, I'm gonna name like 2 more ways of self-care that I enjoy. And then I'm actually gonna name a few that I don't prefer, that I learned from doing my 30 days of self-care. I think it depends on how much time I create for myself, but I do enjoy a spa day or like spa and hair. At some point, I told y'all this in the first episode, I want to do like a luxury spa experience where I get all the works done, including my hair and everything like that. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So that's one of them. And then my newest and one of my most favorite ways of self-care is my yay list. Oh my gosh. So the yay list is a list of things that made you say yay throughout the day. And I've been doing it basically this entire 30 days of self-care journey. And man, oh man, it's something about that. It's kind of like freeing for your mind. It puts the positive parts about your day to the front of your mind. So if you're stressing at night, or let's say you can't really sleep, or I don't know, you just might be having issues relaxing. Me writing out my yay list, and it doesn't have to be a lot. I try to do at least 5 things, 5 to 7, but you could literally just write one thing. And I've actually been keeping the index cards so I can eventually, whenever I make my positivity box, whenever I make it, I don't know when that's happening, but at some point I'm going to make a positivity box. It might be after I figure out this daggone chalkboard tape. Who knows? But I'm gonna add those into my positivity box, because then if ever I need like a boost, or you know, I'm feeling down, or just need a reminder of just some positivity or goodness in the world, I can look at those index cards and be reminded of some great things that made me say yay. And some of them are like, I showed up for myself today, or I went on a walk today, or I made dinner before 5, like those types of things. It doesn't like have to be like something miraculous or grandiose happen throughout the day. It's literally just, I saw this bird and it was beautiful, or, you know, it just whatever made you say yay, something that made you happy. For me, this particular exercise, it actually helps me to sleep better. It helps me to just, like I said, focus on the positivity throughout my day. I just love it. I just love it. Like I said, it brings the positive things to the forward of your mind. So all those things that maybe have had your mind racing, or whatever negative thing may have just happened, it gives you a moment of reprieve where you don't have to think about that. And if you do it at night, closer to when you go to sleep, or right before you go to bed, it's an amazing experience of going to sleep with positivity on your mind versus going to sleep with 1,000 worries on your mind. Because I've done both. And let me tell you, going to sleep worried or stressed out or angry even at whatever big or small thing happened, because sometimes it's just like it happened at 9 a.m. and you're holding on to it until 12 a.m. the next morning, and you're going to sleep with that, and it's not doing anything but keeping you up. It's not doing anything but ruining your restful night. So then you wake up either still angry or still stressed out or trying to figure out why you didn't get enough sleep or why you don't feel rested. Y'all do that yay list. If y'all don't do nothing else on that checklist, do that yay list. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, some of the things that I found that I didn't enjoy as much, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if there's any ways of self-care that I don't necessarily like. I don't know if I explored enough self-care to know. I think that I realized that I didn't really like taking a bath, but that's just because I was being impatient and I was like, a shower, I probably would have been in there like 15, 20 minutes versus a bath. I feel like I'm supposed to sit here for at least an hour. And then I get bored. But I really don't be bored. I just be impatient. And I be trying to get out. But this past 30 days, I took a nap in that bath. Then I got out, hopped in the shower. It's good to go. But I know I said I was going to name something that I don't like. I can't think of any. But if any of them come up, I will definitely let you guys know. I feel like self-care, like everything else, is a spectrum. It's really very subjective based on what you like, who you are, where you're from, like what are your customs, all of that stuff. And it can literally be anything. If you feel like this is self-care for you, then it's self-care for you. I mean, if it's destructive to you, then it's probably not self-care. Just saying that. But if you feel like it's something that you enjoy. So, okay, I'll name some self-care things that I want to try. I want to go to a rage room and I want to smash some stuff. I definitely want to do that. I feel like that would be an amazing experience. Especially like, let's say you having a rough day, somebody was getting on your nerves that day, you remembered something that you've been holding on to or whatever, and you like, I'm gonna go smash some stuff. But you're not smashing your own stuff, right? You're smashing somebody else's stuff, and that's beautiful. I mean, okay, hold on, that sounded bad. That sounded bad. Wait, hold on, pause. Don't just go destroying other people's things. At the rage room, you're supposed to destroy the things. Oh, another form of self-care that I like, that I discovered, is archery. I talked about this. I don't even know when I talked about this. It's probably on the Gray Area podcast. Archery, that's next level, okay? Next level mindfulness, man. Like, it was so relaxing. And it's just like, even if you go with somebody, it's an individual sport. So you still get to be like in your own little world and just focused on what's in front of you and not focused on everything else that's going on outside of this archery class or moment or whatever. Another one that I want to try, let me see. I want to actually try coloring for self-care. I've colored before, don't get me wrong. You know, I had a childhood. I colored. But I never did it as a form of self-care, like to just see if it actually relaxes me. I feel like that would be an interesting experience. Because yeah, that's always been my sister's thing, is coloring. And I was never the neatest colorer, you know, be hard staying inside them lines sometimes. But now that I'm an adult, it might be different. It might be enjoyable. Oh, I know I keep flip-flopping, y'all. Another self-care that I like is crocheting. I genuinely enjoy crocheting, even though I only know how to do a blanket and I don't know how to start the blanket, and I still been working on the same blanket since I was about 13. Yeah, like 13. My mom started it for me and I never made the time to finish it because I wasn't making time for my self-care. I was always busy. I had practices to go to. I had rehearsals to go to. I had events. I had to be outside, you know, all of those things. I think the most important thing, no matter what your favorite way of decompressing or self-caring is, is that you make time for it, but also recognize how much of it you should be doing. Like, if I go to a rage room once here and there, cool. If I feel like I need to go to a rage room every day, I might need to reflect a little bit and see what's actually going on. Like, for me, one of my things is TV. So I like to watch TV because I enjoy a good storyline. Let's be honest. I love a good storyline. I love a good bad movie. I love an okay, kind of funny, also is good or started off bad but turns into being good TV show. And y'all know y'all watched those before. But I also recognize that if I'm watching too much TV, it means that subconsciously I'm trying to distract myself from something. And then I have to figure out what it is, because that actually happened recently. So then for the past few days, I have limited my screen time because I was like, okay, this is getting kind of excessive. I ain't been getting none of my stuff done. I was supposed to be recording this days ago. Anyways, self-care. These are some of my favorite ways to self-care, decompress. Let me know below if you guys have any ideas of ways to self-care that others should try, or what is your favorite way to decompress? What is your favorite way to self-care? Dear Black woman, just try it. You know, try new things, see what helps you to relax, see what gives you thrills, see what you feel like is considered your self-care. Whether it be simple as folding your clothes, or as large as going to a spa or going on trips. Traveling is also self-care. And I do like to travel. That's on my favorites list. On my favorites list. But it could literally be anything. But just take inventory of it. That's what's important. Take inventory of the things that make you happy, of the things that bring you joy, that bring you peace, and also that bring you pain, so that you can work through them or remove them. Self-care is important. So just find the one that works for you. Love, the creative Black woman. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And also, if you want to watch this podcast live and early, make sure you join our Patreon. Join the good people of the gray area for the low price of $3 a month. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.